Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome. Today, I'm super excited to be a part of a Spellbinders blog hop featuring our favorite 2023 club kits. There's going to be lots of fun inspiration and even a chance to win one of three $25 gift certificates from Spellbinders. So, one of the products I chose to create with today is the large die of the month club kit from June of this year, and it's called Whale in a Bottle. It is such a well thought out, fabulous die set. And I was just enchanted with this bottle and all of the coordinating pieces to it. So I'm going to create a couple of cards using the Well in a Bottle club kit. However, I'm not going to be putting wells in my bottles today, as you will see here in just a minute. So I created a card base using the largest die from the set. I put down a piece of glacier blue cardstock, and I'm going to build my bottle first. I cut out the bottom of the bottle with a piece of white cardstock. And then this cork, it just tickles my heart. It is so darn cute. So I'm putting this layering set together. I put a piece of dune cardstock over latte cardstock for the top piece, and then there's a bottom piece of the cork. And I'll just layer that on top. This is so much fun to put together. I'm going to pull out a blending brush. This has some vintage photo on it, dark brown. And I'm going to just brush on a little bit of the vintage photo on the sides of these cork pieces, make them look a little more 3D. It's the little touches that just add so much to your cards. Let's kind of put these in place and see how we're doing here. Oh, that looks so adorable. This is the ring around the top of the bottle, so I'm going to glue that down. And then I can glue my cork in place. Put a little bit of glue at the bottom of this piece. Then line up the bottom part of the cork underneath the ring. That looks cute just by itself. You could just put a sentiment in the jar and you'd be done. But for this card today, I'm going to add some hearts, as you see to the right side of the screen. I'll stamp the sentiment first. The sentiment comes from the December Clear Stampin' Die of the Month Club, and this one is fabulous. It's called Big Love. There are lots of Valentine-themed sentiments in this. The one I decided to stamp says, "My heart is yours." And now I'm just going to randomly start gluing down all of these hearts. I want it to completely fill the bottle. So I am going to speed this up a little bit, show you all of these cute hearts. The heart die I used is also a Spellbinders die set. It's called Essential Hearts, and it was the smallest one in that set. So I cut out a bunch of these little hearts off camera. And I'm just kind of randomly placing these inside the jar. This will be a really fun Valentine's Day card to send out. You could use this bottle for so many occasions, but lots of different things inside the jar. You could even stamp something inside and color it in. Off camera, I do add a little bit of white gel pen around some of the hearts. You'll see that in the picture at the end. I'm going to tie a black and white piece of baker's twine around the neck of this bottle. I will have to come in and score the back of my card base so that it will open. This kind of restricts it a little bit, but here it is all done. I added some oyster pearls around the sentiment, and I just love how this one turned out. It was so fun to create. On card number 2, I'm going to create a Christmas card, and I had to pull in another of my favorites. This die set is called I'll Be Home for Christmas, and it was the stitching die from October. I went ahead and stitched my little Christmas tree. This is another die that just tickles my heart. I just love that little Christmas tree. I embroidered it with some gold embroidery floss. I'm also going to be using an older set for the sentiment. It's called A Merry Little Christmas Sentiments. These are glimmer plates, and they have the coordinating dies. So my sentiment is going to say Christmas blessings. I'll glimmer that using some brass foil. I like to tape it in place. I have my glimmer machine heating up to the side of my mat. This is all ready to go. I'll just put the plate in place, add the plates on top of it, then I'll press the timer button. I skipped ahead to when the timer button stopped flashing. I'll take it out of the glimmer machine. I ran it through my Platinum 6, and now let's see how this turned out. I have my little silicone mat here. I'll use the magnet tool to pick that up. Just put this off to the side again. And this plate is really hot, but I'm going to use my all-in-one tool to peel off the tape. I mean, you could allow it to cool off, but I'm not that patient. But let's pull off the foil and see how this turned out. Looks so beautiful on this red cardstock. I'll give you a close-up look at this. And here it is cut out with the coordinating die. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's put this card together. Let's start with the darling little jar. For the bottom of the jar, this time I'm using some brushed gold cardstock. I'll put that down first. And then this second piece I cut out with white. There is a piece that goes above this, but I'm just going to allow the blue of the jar to show through. I'll put down the ring piece around the top of the bottle. This time I'm gluing down some Dune cardstock onto a piece of brushed gold cardstock. This will help to tie in the gold at the bottom of the jar. I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the first card. So I'll glue these pieces together, and then I'm going to bring in my vintage photo and shade the sides of these cork pieces. For the first jar, I just used what was already on my little blending brush. This time I'm going to pull out the ink pad and just freshen it up, add more ink to this, blend it on the side. And now these pieces are ready to glue onto the jar. I'll add my glue right on the card. Then I'll use my tweezers to pick these up, glue them on. So I'm excited to see what other crafters have chosen for their favorite club kits of 2023. And as I said, there's going to be lots of inspiration. Let me know in the comments below if you have a particular favorite club kit from 2023. Next, I'm using a white gel pen to add snow around my Christmas tree. I'm making big dots and little dots, just all different sizes. It's hard to see all of the little dots on camera, but you'll get a close-up look at this at the end of the video. And for my Christmas tree, I decided to pop it up with some foam squares. Put that down next. And then for the sentiment, I'm just going to glue that down flat. Let me pick it up with my tweezers again here. Put it right under the Christmas tree. I decided that the tree needs some ornaments, so I'm using some gold pearls for this. Put a bunch of these on. And last, I'm going to create a card base. I'll show you how I do this. So I use the largest die from the set, and I put it on a top folding card base. I'll I'll tape this in place so that the top edge is hanging over the fold. And then I'll take this off camera and run it through my Platinum 6 at least twice because it's cutting through 2 pieces of heavyweight cardstock here. Carefully peel off the yellow tape. It has been pressed on there pretty good, so be careful not to rip your card base. And now this is ready to go. I can glue my card panel onto this. Let me show you what this looks like all attached. And then I'll just add more liquid glue to the back. You can see some yellow tape there, but nobody's going to see the bottom one. The top one I do end up taking off with my all-in-one tool off camera. Here it is, all done. Isn't that a fun card to send out? So I will have a link to the next person in the blog hop listed in the description box, as well as links to all of the products that I used in today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck on the giveaway. Take care, my crafty friends. Bye.